Okay, this is where we begin. We get the front wheel off, and then we'll get the brake and pull the I'll explain it as we go. But we'll start off by getting the front wheel off. So that's what we're going to do right now. I might want to check. I don't have this up very high. I might want it a little higher, but I'm also sure I got a position so I can get that door closed if I need. These are regular left-handed threads. The other side has right-handed threads on it. That's good from the factory. That's something I'll be doing away with. In the process of doing all this, those will go. This car has on it new ball joints top and bottom, and I'm going to replace the shocks while I'm in here. And this car has an interesting brake setup. One of the things I noticed about it, it has two cylinders. There's a brake cylinder there. There's a brake cylinder down there. And this brake was locking up, which is kind of weird. But all of that's going anyway, including the spindle. Cute little rascal. I might have said the spindle was going to go, but it's not actually the spindle, it's the hub that's going to go. The spindle is the part that points out that everything rides on. The hub is the part that spins on it. I thought my camera was running, but it wasn't. But I just pulled this cap off, I pulled this pin out, and then I'm going to loosen the nut that holds that front wheel on. And get me a rag because I already got grease sticking to my thing there. And this is just a little locking cover that locks that pin in place, and that is not tight at all. Let me go get a rag. That front, that nut being loose there, well, that probably doesn't matter. I started to say it could have been a factor in that thing locking up, but I don't think it could. I don't think it was. Not like it's wobbly or anything like that. I did this job on my Rambler years ago. I was actually before anybody was making videos. I was actually before YouTube was invented. I took a bunch of pictures of it, and then later on, I actually put them on a website back in the day. But then later on, when YouTube came along, I took those pictures and tried to make a little video of that process. That's probably, I know it's in there somewhere, you can find it. But generally on these old cars, changing them over to disc is one of the best things you can do for your brakes for so many reasons. Just for many reasons. So I highly recommend doing that. So this is going to be the this nut is going to loosen up the spindle. I should be able to wiggle it and then pop the bearings off of there. If y'all can see that from that angle or not. Maybe. See, when I pull this a little, that should allow me, there's going to be a little cover on this bearing. This sort of, that thing right there, it's a big washer with a notch in it. And then the little bearing's going to come off. What this is. And then the whole hub's going to come off. And it has a bearing in the back side of it. It looks like that. Now, I'm going to want to take the brakes off, and I don't think I have to worry too much about the brake lines because they will be replaced. But what I did on the Rambler, and what I think I'm going to do here, because it's usually pretty helpful, is there's a place where the brake lines attach right there. And even though this rubber part I'm going to be replacing, that little part right there, I'm going to see if I can get out without killing it, which is going to mean getting out the freeze off and my little special wrenches and stuff. I'm going to work on that.